Hard work, dedication, focus, and grace. Values instilled by family and reinforced in communities like that which the Curry family has helped create in Charlotte, North Carolina. Before heading to Davidson College, Stephen Curry was a graduate in the class of 2006 at Charlotte Christian School, a tight-knit community that takes great pride in seeing the MVP as a most extraordinary person.
If I had to summarize Stephen Curry in one word, it would be joyful. It would be he loves he loves doing what he's doing, and he loves being wherever he is. And I think that's amazing.
I think for him, it's the drive of super competitive nature. I think it's the spirit of competition that he loves to be a part of.
The head coach of the Knights varsity team, Sean Brown, saw Stephen claim all state honors as the team won multiple conference titles.
I remember one time we were at a school here, and we had drawn up a play. We fumbled the ball. It was for him, but we fumbled the ball. He ends up getting it. He's shooting it, falling back on the left side of the three-point line right at the buzzer, and it goes in. I think there's that rush of, again, competition, the gifts that he has. I truly believe he's like, Lord, you have blessed me with these gifts and talents. I'm going to utilize those to the best of my ability. So I think all those things wrapped up, you have this young man who today is at the pinnacle of his craft.
When Teachers Count, a national program supporting education initiatives, created the Behind Every Famous Person is a Fabulous Teacher campaign, Stephen picked the school's drama, film, and broadcasting teacher, Chad Fair, to be recognized.
I had him in an introduction to theater production class, and I didn't know who he was. I had no frame of reference for his dad, for who he was, didn't know his position on campus. He was a senior that year. It was his last year here. And I remember the first day asking, who is Stephen Curry here? And I just remember, I'm sorry, and he was so respectful. It's Stephen, and I remember having a conversation around that. And from that point on, what struck me about Stephen in the classroom is that it didn't matter that it was a class he could have blown off. It was an elective class he could have been in, but he came in and did things that were maybe even outside of his skill set. He helped do costume design, did a stage setup for a play, created posters for a play, and he went after it 100%.
The artistic side of Stephen could be seen on the court and in the photography class led by the school's Director of Visual Arts, Eva Crawford.
He was very respectful. The word gentleman really comes across that I remember about him. And that class, students might take it thinking it was going to be an easy class, and they found out right away that they had to focus, they had to study, they had to know technically what was happening with the physics of the camera. And so he was able to do that and was just maintained composure, and I just really loved his attitude in class.
Dean Hardy is the school's Christian philosophy and Bible teacher who saw a variety of Stephen's talents on display in the classroom.
I can distinctly remember we used to, and we still do, play this game called Bible basketball, where you literally answer and ask questions, and if you get an answer right, you get to shoot a basket. So I can remember specifically Stephen in the back of the class taking the longest shots he could and just draining them all day long, just like he does now.
It should come as no surprise. Stephen holds the record for career three-pointers here at Charlotte Christian. His brother Seth has the single-season record, and when you talk to teachers and coaches here, there's a unifying theme: Stephen's focus in the classroom and on the court.
Very focused. We're in a huddle, very focused on what the coaches are saying, and I'm taking these orders and going out to war, and I am going to do the best job that I can to deliver.
In September, Curry brought the Larry O'Brien Trophy home for the students, teachers, and staff to see in person. Some of the players on the current Knights team were elementary school kids when Stephen was their basketball camp counselor.
It's all kind of weird just to see someone that you know and that you knew before kind of be on such a big level, because my friends will be kind of, wow, you know Stephen Curry, and it's well, yeah, he went to my school. I've known him for a long time, so it's kind of cool to see how that works out.
It's just hard work pays off, because I remember being around my dad while he was working him out in the gym, and just seeing how hard he worked in the weight room, and then how many shots he would put up every day. And then he'd come around us kids. I was in kindergarten, and he would just. It was almost like he was one of us. I remember he would lift me up, let me dunk, because I could barely touch the net. So just fun stuff like that, and him being around.
To the community here, Stephen is a tremendous example of the school's overall mission.
it's to make sure that these students, when they get to college, they don't walk away from their faith, and they're able to stay strong and be able to stand for what they believe in such a way that it's not aggressive, but quiet confidence that really does make me think of Steph Curry and his quiet confidence, that he's able to stand up, but not in an offensive way, but in a way that's loving and true and bold, but also in a kind of humble beauty that he has.
For Warriors TV, I'm Lawrence Scott.